Hi there, it's Shell and Clint. Though he is working on the dryer. Tell you, it has been that kind of week, and it's only Wednesday. So, we had to run up to Telluride yesterday, and I saw a couple of things, and I thought it might be really fun to do a watercolor. And then maybe go ahead and put that in like an art journal or something. So the first thing, I'm going to try this. The first thing is eagle. I did see an eagle. Also, I'm going to look and see if they have bunny in here. I was thinking of rabbit, but this one only goes up to P. So I'm going to see what they have. And I thought I would do like a little watercolor on it. There's an eagle. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Can't see that, can ya? Right there. I'm going to use this. It's kind of fragile paper. But yeah, we ran up to... Story of my life, guys. To Telluride, which is quite a ways away. Got about 20 miles from home. And the radiator fan busted, and it felt like we had hit an elk or a deer. I mean, it was like, I probably cussed. I am not a cusser. I never have been. But I told my sister, it scared me so bad I might have said, what the heck was that? So it did startle me, and yeah, it was the fan. And it broke the radiator hose, one of the radiator hoses. So Clint was trying to find somebody who'd bring it to us, because we're like in between Cortez and home, and there's nothing there. Well, there is a gas station, which was nice. But then we started looking, and so it broke the bottom hose, and you know our other one has to have a transmission. They're going to get us a used one though in it. And let's see if I have bunny. There's bunny. Familiar name for the rabbit or squirrel. We'll pull it out because we might want to use it. So yeah, anyways, where did I put it? Oh, I put it up. So we had no antifreeze. There's a small hole for the beginning of a hole in the radiator, so we need to get a new radiator. This is all from the fan, right? If it was just the fan, would be fine, you know, go replace it. Broke the battery. Thankfully is under warranty. We've already had to have it replaced once under warranty. And it broke the serpentine belt. So we're looking at, you know, $400 worth of parts. So yeah, this morning we have been looking for that. We made it home. Clint couldn't find anyone to send us, to give us the, help us, you know. And I looked at that hose and I was like, where's the hole at? Maybe you can like pull it over. So he was able to cut it down, pull it over. Went and bought some antifreeze at this crazy expensive place, and made it home. So that was a good thing. We have a lot of friends, so that helped. Or he does. I don't know anyone. I'm Clint the locator's wife, you know. So anyways, we made it home safely, but now he's like the serpentine belt. You know, that's that one belt that goes like through the engine. And we can usually do things ourselves. But we ordered a radiator. Probably won't be here until Monday. So, and our work consists of that. Ah, jeez. This is Watercolor Ground. If I could open it. Clint's hands are hurting really bad right now. But I do have a thing inside. Let's do this. This is clear gesso. And I just saw a thing with Lindsay about what the difference is between Watercolor Ground and Gesso, and I'm thinking I might want to put the clear on this, because I do want some of that background. But if I put this kind of thin, let me go get Clint to open that for me. But okay, I'm back. Oh, he didn't have any problems. But anyways, so that's what's going on. I think we're okay as far as jobs go. Do I need to stir that? I don't know. It's kind of freaky. But so he's in there working on the dryer. And I told him, okay. And I am in here because I needed a break. He thinks he can figure it out. We do a lot of home projects together, and our dryer has been making this horrible sound. So we found a motor online for like up the road for 50 bucks. Somebody who thought they were going to have to replace it and didn't need it. The motor, so been hanging clothes out to dry. Well, it's supposed to start snowing here shortly. But he thinks he has it. I don't know if I can reconstitute that stuff. Do you guys know? So anyways, I'm going to go back to my other one. Okay, because this one, the only bunny is right there. A familiar name for the rabbit, and I could like cover everything up with this stuff. I want to see how thick it is going to be. Oh, that's not bad. I don't want to cover that up. And I wasn't sure if I should use a good, brush, or that one's not going to work very well. Let's try this one. This one's almost too soft. Story of my life, guys. You know how when you think, oh, everything is coming up roses, all of our bills are caught up, a little bit of money in the bank, and then something happens and it sucks everything out. But I told him I really need a break. I really need some time to craft, and I thought this would be kind of fun to do for like an art journal, like a journal your day. You know how I used to do that Fibonacci like all the time? Look at that. It's going to be all wonky. That's fine. Whatever. Just want to be able to draw, to draw on it and stuff. But yeah, Watercolor Ground is supposed to, I think I got this stuff years ago for, I don't think I even opened it. Thought it'd be fun to watercolor on rocks. Just for something different. I think that's why I bought it. Because you have to have something. Then I just saw something from Lindsay. And she actually did, comparison of this and then that clear gesso, and she said they kind of play alike, and I was thinking it actually works out really well because I have the clear gesso instead of the white gesso, and so I think that would be nice. And this did look like a bunny. I mean, we were up in Telluride and it's just this really cute white bunny. What it looked like. It looked like a rabbit. Like a, what am I thinking? I don't know if I need to wash that. I don't know. Like a domesticated bunny is what I thought. In this one it does say bunny, a familiar name for the rabbit or the squirrel. I don't know. This is an old book. So I was wondering because I was thinking I'm just going to do one paper. I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to do. So do I want to like try to watercolor on clear, because I do have these critters, so I might try to use some of the Watercolor Ground and kind of mix it maybe. Let's see what I can do here. I don't know if I should be putting that in my watercolor water or not. But this is just clear gesso. And yeah, all this was inside. So I'm just going to kind of scatter it a little bit. And this is kind of like a sandpaper almost feeling. I wonder if it dries clear, because that would be perfect. I mean, kind of cloudy like this. Probably not. But this is really good too, she said, for watercolor. Just kind of rinse it off. It's thinner for sure. Okay. I'm gonna maybe mix it a bit. Okay, let's see. I mean, it's not gonna hurt if I don't like overdo it right. Just put a little bit on top of the critters. Just kind of put them back further in the background. I don't mind if, they come through a little bit. I just don't want tons of the things I don't want, if that makes any sense. And I think I might that'd be kind of neat to maybe kind of put just a little bit of watercolor, oops, wrong one, around that guy. Kind of thin that out a little. Might have to water that down. I wonder if you can. Why not? And I'm just going to let that dry. But maybe like put a circle around it or something like that. So I'm going to let these dry, and then I'll come back and see what we can do from there. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I kind of dried it. We're going to let it continue to dry a little bit. I think I'm going to go ahead with this one. And I'm going to do 2 pages. I could just do like an eagle and then maybe come back and do the bunny. We'll see how that works. I don't know really what my brain wants to do. Oh, you guys, I tell you. So anyways, Clint is working on the, I'm going to kind of tear the edges a little bit. I think I'm just going to use this one, just to kind of make it more interesting. And I thought if I do like an art journal, I would just glue this in. I knew I wanted to do watercolor for this, and I thought it would be kind of fun. I just saw this video yesterday that she did, so it kind of inspired me. It's kind of still wet. You can kind of, I don't know if you can hear it, but, and if you don't have one of these, you could just tear it yourself. But yeah, so anyways, Clint's doing the dryer. So we thought the motor went out, and then he got looking, and the fan needs to be replaced, another piece needs to be replaced, so it took forever to get everything there. We have a line, so we're hanging stuff out. Finally got all the pieces, and now he's trying to put it together, so wish us luck. And he's sore from climbing under the car yesterday. You guys, I tell you. Agnes, I think she visits on here. Agnes, she said you guys need a local mechanic to keep up with your vehicles, and we do have a really good guy. And usually if something happens, he's like right on it, but it's hunting season, so he's unable to like hop on the ball, because I guess they all took off to go hunting. which is fine, whatever. But, and this will be fine once we get that fan, but the fan has broke. This is the 4th time since, I mean, we've only had the vehicle like 3 years, so it just is something wrong with that fan. So we're trying to get one, a different fan set up, but man, it hit and then it like dented the inside of the roof. But yeah. Okay, so I did not bring out a watercolor pencil. I have these, and I was wondering if I could. These are not watercolor pencils. Pretty sure Kathy June gave them to me. But it's an erasable one. I don't know if you can erase on that or not. So my idea, I kind of sketched it out yesterday because I'm not doing the simple daily drawing right now because I want to do something else. So I thought I would do like half of the page was this really cool rock wall. Let me show you. And I thought that would be cool, but I might have to do it like in sections or something. But this was in Telluride. Isn't that a cool rock wall? Sorry, trying to get it in there. And I thought that would be cool. And then the bunny we saw, there's our eagle, was this guy. It's kind of hard to tell, and I thought I could just look him up, you know, and kind of, but I thought that would be kind of cool in front of a rock wall. So I think he would be pretty simple. So let's kind of sketch that out on the top part. And actually, let me see if I can sketch out a brown. Let me see if I have a brown. It's black. Oh, this is a light wash. We could use that maybe. Sometimes if you use, you know, ones, this one has, first of all, it has a little tiny paintbrush on it. And then it does say light wash on it. So it would kind of smear it, which might not be a bad thing. So, but yeah, that was at that one locate we did. So at least we were in a safe place. We could have been like way up in the middle of nowhere, you know. So I'm just going to kind of, I started with this one here. It's almost like a puzzle is what I kind of noticed. So just kind of, you know, sketching it out. Probably don't want it to be more than, you know, maybe to here. Let's do here. So that might be too big. Let's kind of easy enough to kind of make these rocks fit in here. I just thought, you know, that it's such a neat looking wall, and I thought it would be kind of fun to just draw that and then do like the bunny in front of it. I don't know. Just for my records anyways, it's nothing, you know, nothing special or anything. Just for me. Just doing something different. We are having the sale in the store. If you are looking for ink blenders, anything really, anything in the store is on sale. I did put some ball pens in there. I forgot to list them. But they should be in there now, and hopefully they're showing up as being on sale. I didn't check it. So, but yeah. So that's, what have you guys been doing? Anything fun? I hope so. You know, I was just like, oh, we can get our Christmas, you know, taken care of. And, but it always happens like that. But the thing is, you know, I know God has us. Thought that might be fun to add some small ones. And it always works out for us, you know. We were in a safe place. We weren't up on the side of the mountain where if it would have exploded, we could have went over the edge or something, because it really felt like we had hit a deer or an elk or something like that. I mean, it was pretty pretty loud. I mean, I was shaking. That's how loud it was. But I was laughing because, like I said, I don't cuss. If I see you, you probably will never hear me cuss. Clint's only heard me like a handful of times, and we've been married, you know, 26 years almost. And people, when they come over, they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Which is kind of nice, because it's kind of nice to know that I have an impact on other people. But I was thinking, you know, other people say, oh, I try not to cuss online. And I was thinking, you know, you probably get to know these people, and, you know, they probably have like the mouth of a sailor. I don't know. But you don't know what people are like in their own homes. You told Clint, I hope I didn't cuss. I probably said what the heck, but who knows? Who knows? So the bunny is kind of right there. I just thought I would put him down here, and I might be able to kind of work him in. Let's kind of do his head like right here. And he wasn't by that wall. I just thought, you know, that would be kind of cute to kind of incorporate those things together. I'm trying to do my own thing now, instead of, you know, like people, instead of, you know what I mean. Let's see, this is pretty close to that. Instead of copying, doesn't make sense, I don't know. But I thought, well, definitely if I do my, and I am going to put like a little tail. Can't really tell if he has a tail or not, but that was cute. I think they were taking, the people that Clint was doing the locate for, I think they were taking pictures too, and I almost asked them, hey, did you get a really good picture of that bunny? I need it for my drawings. And then his eye would go there. We'll see how that works out. But then we did get a puzzle, and I'm going to do this a little bit bigger. Yesterday, and that was kind of nice to have, you know. So, put him like this. Maybe I'll put some like snow on the, we'll try that. See, there is snow around him, but there's also like weeds and stuff, and I thought if I had him here, and then I could kind of make some grass, and that would be kind of cute. So the eagle, the idea I had was a circle, and so I might be able to put my circle here, and put my eagle inside the circle. Just trying to see where I have room, you know. And actually, would I want to, I want it to be solid. I think I do want it to be up though, because when I was sketching it out last night, his, you know what, it didn't have to be perfect. The tail feathers were too big, and so they came out of the circle, and I thought that might be kind of interesting. But when we went up to the river, there's like all these eagles, and they're so cool. So Clint got me this one. You can't see anything on it. It's not good. So I did look online for an eagle, and I came up with this guy. Oh, let me show you my fan. That's the fan. It exploded. This was in the front right hand side, and we found pieces in the back of the engine left hand side. I mean, it just exploded. But yeah, it was terrifying. Okay, this one, I don't know if I can draw him. Yesterday I drawed him really funky looking. Let's see. This is just a picture from Pinterest. I know you're not supposed to really do that, but sometimes you just need a good photo. So yeah, we're hoping he can get that done, and I tell you, it was like I really need just a little bit of time with my people. Okay, that's not looking too bad. That was one thing I was kind of off on yesterday, so I'm trying to be a little more cautious on how I draw this guy. And then his tail feathers, which I thought was kind of neat, kind of came out of the circle. That's how I ended up drawing them. I think that actually looks really cool. And he's kind of, and I figured I could go ahead and kind of chins, even though, this isn't the one that we saw, because it's kind of the same thing. I was watching art journals and stuff last night, and I was thinking, oh, that looks so fun to just look back and see all these, all these pieces and stuff that you've done through the year. And actually this could come out a little bit, and then his foot. And I'm just going to use those same Lucas watercolors. I don't have to mix colors. And my other ones that I mix, because I'm taking a class by Lindsay, can stay in the house where I do a bunch of watercoloring too. But I really needed a break from my critters. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Okay, so let's try this. You guys ready? So you have to let me know what you think. I had some really sweet comments from you guys last week. About how somebody said, I can't remember who it was, said, Michelle, you're turning into an awesome artist. That was so sweet. I almost cried. I really did, because, I definitely do not come by drawing naturally. I have been taking tons of classes through the years and stuff like that. So it's not a natural process for me. So I'm going to use some browns. Here's my little swatch that I made. I'm going to use, I think, these two colors for the rocks. And then if I have a color that I think would work for the eagle, I'm just going to throw it in. We're going to figure this out together, guys. As far as the white, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I mean, I have some white and stuff. Okay, so I was thinking about this color. So I have to tell you, I was looking on this one page. It's a watercolor page. It's like on, it's really a bit dark. On one of the websites. And the guy did something similar to this. And one of the comments said, and it just cracked me up. I was thinking, oh my gosh, that's too funny. He said, because you could see the writing, and he did like a piece of pie or something on it. And he's like, oh my gosh, how long did it take you to draw all those letters and stuff? That would have driven me nuts. And then, it's like as an afterthought, said, oh wait, did you do, I'm going to add some red to that too. Or did you just paint on a piece of paper? But it just cracked me up, because I was thinking, that's funny. That first thought was, oh, did you did that. I told Clint, oh my gosh, you got to hear this. Because it was busier, I think, than what I have. And it was like in a different, I can't tell really where I drew, but that'll be fine. A different language. And it just cracked me up. I was like, oh my gosh, that's too funny. Let's put in some of this color. Just kind of more of a army green, kind of. Just to have some interest. And I don't know if you can kind of like water it out. Yeah, you can. Just to spread it out a little. And then I'll probably add some like grays and stuff too, because there's a lot of grays in this. This isn't that big of a deal. I'll probably let it dry pretty well. It's kind of like a big mess. but I'll probably let it dry and then come back with some pen and kind of draw it better. Add some black and stuff too. Shading. Shouldn't have done that right next to him, but yeah, it just cracked me up because I was thinking, oh my gosh, that's too funny. So I asked my sister, I have an idea for her. She doesn't ever watch my channel. She says they're too long. My things, videos. Anyways, she said, asked her what her favorite color is, and her least favorite, like of all time, is pink. And you guys know I do not make her presents, because that one time I spent hours and hours and hours making her something, and then she, like 2 months later, she gave me everything back. So I quit making her gifts, so I just buy them. So I was asking her, I said, what's your favorite color? And she said dark green. But what I'm looking at doesn't come in dark green. So I said, what about your favorite pastel color? And she said, I said pink, and she said, oh, well, pink's okay. And I'm thinking, oh, yeah, right. You know what? I might use the colored pencils too for that, for tracing it. This is the gesso, and it does have kind of like a let's see, kind of tendency of sandpaper, like I said. So it kind of yeah, does that. So, you know, it might run like the nibs of your, that's what I'm trying to say. Might run the nibs of your pens. So I'll probably kind of layer up a little bit. I'm just kind of getting the colors there just for some shadow. That is one thing, you know, it took me a while to learn, is you really need the shadow, the shading, the values, that's what they call them, to really put together a paper. You know what I mean? That's what really makes the difference. And these are really cool. Let me show you. I mean, there's white and stuff. We'll come back with maybe a white pen or something. But yeah, I do want some shadows just to kind of to bring in, you know, the feel of the rocks. That's kind of neat looking though. I like that. So I'm going to add one right here. And then I'll probably go in just with kind of the darker gray and black, brown and black or something. And then because you can kind of re-wet this pretty nicely. Just kind of, and it doesn't soak through to the back. Well, that one part did. Never mind. It shouldn't. But you know, you can put it up. I am using a 8 round. Just kind of, I noticed there wasn't tons of shading on there. Mainly like around the edges. I think because it was like a straight up and down wall, vertical wall. Or horizontal. Is that horizontal or vertical? Vertical. I know, I'm not that great, you guys know, with my stuff. I have to think about my teacher drawing a on the chalkboard in order to get horizontal in. I know, I'm 54 now and I still don't remember. Just a little shading. And I told Sis, I went off that one shot for just because I was so sick, and but I still have some of the advantages of it. Told Sis, I said usually I would eat my feelings, you know, but I don't even want to eat my feelings because nothing sounds good. which I'd kind of be okay if everything kind of stayed the way it was, you know? Clint's like, but you don't even like coffee anymore. That might not be a bad thing. I still drink it, just he makes me coffee every morning. I'm totally spoiled. But, yeah. Okay, so that's kind of cute. Let's try to work on the bunny. I don't know, but maybe I can kind of leave him white and come back later. I mean, there is a white in the thing, but I don't really use that. I could use gouache, couldn't I? Try not to, like, blend it into the wall too much. Leave his little tail. I know his tail's not black. Bunnies are fun, and you know, if nothing else, I will remember this. I'm going to put just a hint of black in his nose and in his ears, because I don't know if you guys could see that, but I could see just a little black up in there. And the rest of them was white, which was really nice. I'm going to add some blue, I think, down here to the snow. Very lightly. Just add in some color. Soft watercolor. And then once I figure out what I'm going to do for the white, I'll probably add some white into. But isn't that fun? You can make your own watercolor paper. Here comes Clint. Honey, I need your help. Oh, there is a piece of the dryer out here too. The barrel inside the dryer. Like I said, we try to fix everything ourselves if we can.
Hi, beautiful.
How you doing?
Oh, the motor's one thing off.
What do you mean one thing off?
Well, let me
Hold
show
on.
you.
I'll be back. Okay. Sorry. Had to have a discussion. Like I said, we do everything ourselves. Okay, so let me switch to my eagle. I think I'm going to do the, here, I don't know, maybe I will drag up some weeds. Haven't really, you know, thought that part through yet. It was a beautiful drive yesterday, though. Ooh, that might be kind of cool looking. That's kind of what he was kind of in. It's actually really close to the house, like 5 feet from the sidewalk. And I sat in the car because, man, it was cold up there. Clint said hi, by the way. Just got a lot on his mind. That's kind of neat looking. I have to add some, you know, different color or something. Some black or something to make it look more professional. You guys know I'm not really into all that. I'm not a professional artist. Maybe one day I will be, but you have to sell something in order to be a professional. How does that work? Okay, so I really like the light going in. So I'm going to kind of throw some light colors in there. And then I think I'll do some like black around the edge or the bottom. Or darker, maybe I'll add some black to it or something. Like I said, I never really used these watercolors. And now I'm really having fun with them. Okay, and then I'm going to add some black into that, make it a little bit darker. Just kind of around the edges, you know, the bottom. Maybe throughout. Because there's a bunch that had like shadows and stuff like that. Can't really see the blue, can you? And then I think I'm going to switch to a smaller brush and just add some little hints of the darker color, so they don't kind of overtake it, you know, but maybe kind of like shadows on some of these things, just for interest. Look at me talking like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and then we had, I think I told you guys, we always have like a house full of stuff to do. Well, when my friend came, her and her husband stayed with us for a couple of months, and in our tiny house, he broke all my chairs because he was just a big guy. So I ended up finding some nice chairs, and it's a counter height table. Well, the chairs seemed to be too tall for it, for my table. So we have to do work on that, and it's a really nice chairs. They're like oak or something, and so they're really nice. Anyways, so we have to cut them down because we can't sit in them at the table. And of course we got him like right before he cut his finger, and he's doing fine. Thank you, Leslie, for asking. It's just hard for him still to do stuff. He does have a brace for it because it's still really sore, especially when he hits it. It's like the tip of his nail, it's about a quarter or half an inch of his nail is gone. It's just like he took off that whole chunk right there. And darker. He keeps hitting it, so that's not good, you know. He's kind of like, you need to go to the doctor and talk to her. So we might be visiting our doctor and checking to see if there's anything that he needs to do with that. It's kind of drying out really light. I kind of wanted some darkness. But yeah, it's healing. I mean, it's been almost a month already, so I think this is week 4, so Friday will be a month. So yeah, he's doing okay. It's just there's so much to do, and he keeps, you know, cutting himself or hurting himself, and climbing under cars, and with his broken back and everything, it's just hard. And though I was pretty proud of him, he didn't get too upset about what was going on. He really did better than I did. I was just like, I'm really stressed. Well, and we had so much, you know, with work and everything. It was just such a hardship, kind of. But it worked out. We had a lot of people. We talked to them. He did. And everyone was really nice and works with him really well. So okay, how cute is that? Okay, I like that. I don't know how long I've been talking. It's been a while. Okay, let's move on to I'm gonna let that dry. Move on to this guy, and I'm going to use some yellow kind of for his beak. And he's so pretty, so pretty. I think we saw like 8 of them yesterday in this one place. They just all kind of congregate in the winter, and that was really cool. I think I'm going to add just a little bit of orange. Kind of has a hint of orange, like right here. There we go. That looks nice. And then his feet. I'll link the stuff down below. I'm trying to get better at linking. I think I'm doing better. So if you want these watercolors or this gesso, you can use my code, and I get a little bit of a little bit of feedback or money back. I think it's like 10 cents a dollar or something. Okay, went off, but I think that'll be okay. And then let's kind of add some shadow. So I'm going to take that same orange. I think I'm going to add some brown to it just to kind of want to use the colors that you've used all along. So you don't want to, like right here, you probably don't want to, I hear somebody yelling. Sorry. But our neighbors really yell, so it could be them. You don't want to incorporate like another, a new color. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, our neighbors yell like once a day. Usually I can make out what they're saying. And they're quite a ways away. I mean, they're not like half a mile or anything, but they're down the road a piece. Every day I hear them. But anyways, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, you don't want to incorporate a new color. See, all this should be in shadow. So I'll probably have to bring in some gray or something just to kind of shadow that up. And this guy looks like he has black or brown feathers. Go back to my bigger thing. I might have to like kind of sketch them in. I'm going to use this brown black, which is perfect. And kind of put it in here. This is kind of darker. Isn't that kind of fun though that comes out of the circle? I kind of liked it. I thought that was kind of fun. And then this part is kind of white. It's more kind of drawing that in. And actually I might just kind of do a wash and then come back with my littler one and kind of add a little bit of detail. I could do it a little wetter. It's kind of dragging, but I think that's fine. So, okay. So I might could use that ground and kind of put that over it because it's pretty white too, isn't it? Maybe use it as like paint. Let's try it and see. Oh, that's brown. This is white. I would probably use gouache. I don't have it out here, it's inside. But you know, you could definitely do that. Or acrylic paint or something, you know, if you wanted to do that. And then like down here is just a little bit of kind of lighter. Kind of like that actually. And then let's put some in the bunny while I'm doing it. Because if nothing else, it will kind of cover up that newsprint and give me the white, you know? We live and learn here, don't we? We just kind of play play around and see what we can come up with. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the whole bunny in white, and we'll come back and do those ears. And I know he's not like totally white, you know, I'm sure there's some shadows and stuff, but he was really white. So if it's not solid, I'll be okay with that. You know, just kind of, I mean, this doesn't paint that clearly anyways. That's cute. Okay, and then just a dab on his tail. Perfect. Wonder if it'll draw. It has dry. It has a little bit of texture on it. That's kind of fun. Okay, that was fun. When you have limited supplies, you use what you have, don't you? Okay. And the same thing with there. I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of gray. That's fine for what we're doing, because you know you have the shadow and all that. And I think with the eye, I think I'm just going to draw it in with pen and paper and all that. So, or with ink. So, let me see. This is more brown. His chest area. Still pretty dark, but I think it's more brown than black, from what I can see. So we're going to, oh, that might make a kind of neat little texture maybe, I don't know. We're just playing today. I just kind of wanted to what's it called? Journal my day, remember it. Minus the fan busting. So I think I'm just going to kind of, there we go. That'll be kind of fun. Add a little bit of, I don't want to spend too much time drawing in every little, you know. Okay. Okay. Let's see, just a little bit. Just kind of lighter here. I'm not sure I got the gesso all the way down. Maybe so. Okay, that's kind of cute. Let me grab my other thing timed out brush. It's kind of a smaller liner brush. What is this called? It's a round. It's like a 11 round, I think. No, it's a 2. I was off. Somebody's like, oh, that is not an 11. Okay, so what I'm going to do is kind of draw in the some feathers, and then they're all kind of lined with a lighter color, so I'm not exactly sure, you know, how I'm going to do that. I tell you though, it kind of makes you think, you know, look at things differently when you're looking for like all the little nuances and stuff like that. It really does make you think, because you want to look, you know, at all this stuff. And actually I need to be coloring those in. I did go and get my contacts, ordered my glasses, so I don't know when they'll be in, but we have the money, so I haven't had new glasses in like 13 years. He said they're pretty healthy. I am getting a cataract a couple of cataracts actually, and you know, one on each eye. One's worse than the other, but he said it's so limited that I can probably still go years and years without worrying about it. But, you know, it's good to have your eyes checked, especially if you have diabetes. I do have diabetes. It's just not like out of control. My brother wrote this morning and said, don't eat Swedish fish. I have never eaten a Swedish fish. And, he's like, I said, I've never eaten that. And he said, oh, what's those, you know, red fish? And I said, I know what they are. I've just never, they've never interested me. I've just, don't eat one. I'm thinking, I have no intention of eating one. He said, they're so good. But he said his blood sugar went up over 400 after he ate some. And I'm thinking, well, you don't eat them. He's been kind of in a crabby mood, so something's going on, you know. It's just like, I don't like him. He's like, well, I do. And I'm like, whatever. You know, you say something, oh, I made this, and I don't like that because, you know, I like the packaged stuff. I don't like the homemade. Well, you know, that's fine. We don't all have to be alike. But when he's kind of that way, you can kind of tell he's got something going on. He's kind of in a crabby mood. And I'm thinking, whatever. Just Oakland, he's not in the best mood these days. You know, he complains a lot when he's not in the best of mood. I don't know. I don't know if I just wasted all that time doing that or not, but it is what it is. There'll be some highlights anyways. You guys. Hope you're okay with this kind of video. I'm trying not to, you know, trying to make it fast, but you know how it is. I just needed some time to talk to you guys. I missed you. I needed to breathe. This part down here is really dark because it's kind of like behind his, behind everything. So I'm going to just kind of use black for that. Here's my honey again. I hear him walking. The cats are like, it's nap time. The cows next door are, they took away their calves. I've been having to wear earplugs at night, but last night I didn't have to. I don't know if I was just so tired, you know, or if they're just not crying as much. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit more here, just kind of gray that up a little. Perfect. Look at that. He is so cool. I love that. What do you think? Isn't that a fun page? That will be so fun. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to run in and get some colored pencils because I think that would finish it up. And I'm going to go ahead and let it dry. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Clint was needing some help. So it worked out just fine. Prisma colors. I really like these. I've had these for a while. Don't use them tons. I am going to try like a yellow down here. It feels dry. And just see if kind of gives me. Oh, so anyways, I went and got my contacts. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Just for... and I don't need my readers right now, so I'm so excited. I didn't have to pay for them yet. Try these, see if they work for you before we charge you. So, I got some good news from Clint. So, that was good. Things are looking up. Still working on the dryer. I don't know how long this video is. You guys know. If you don't want to watch it in pieces or whatever. I feel like that's way too much yellow, but they are kind of, you know, framed in something. Let me show you. You know, it's kind of not really yellow, but kind of a frame. So I'm just going to kind of frame them out, and then I can come back with some more darker brown or something. Maybe, you know, do some kind of something or other. Just kind of, you know, layering really does make a difference. I've learned. So maybe instead of being so perfectly, you know, shaped and stuff, with that yellow, I can kind of cover it up so you just see, you know, bits and pieces. I don't know, it looks funky right now. I'm not sure if I like it or not. This is a mixed media piece, in case you didn't know. It's fun though. Yeah, maybe just kind of cover those up a little. So he's almost got the dryer, so he can turn it on and we can look and see if it's going to work. Let me tell you, story of our lives. I am going to put some more. Even just, you know, using the watercolor or the pencils, especially like on this gesso, it'll kind of add just a nice little texture. I'm going to put some black in because, I don't know, it's just not doing it for me. Ooh, I kind of like that. Kind of black in there. Prisma colors, you have to be careful. You don't want to drop them because it can actually break the lead inside the pencil. But they're kind of soft. You don't have to press very hard. I think I got these for, I don't know, I've had them for a while. I have all kinds of stuff. I keep thinking I do not need anything else. And then I'm like, oh, what's that? Maybe I need it. What's wrong? Oh, you don't need it right now?
Wrong fan. Sticks out way too far.
Oh, lovely.
And I'm trying to look on eBay, but
Okay.
the internet. Oh, that's neat.
What do you think?
I like it.
There's the bunny.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just putting my finishing touches
like
on some of it.
Hi, guys.
There's Clint.
So.
Okay, so you're just kind of putting it back together so we can wait for the other fan.
Yep.
The other fan.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So, look.
Love you.
Oh, I tell you.
That's true. At least you figured it out before we put it all together. Story of our lives, guys. Story of our lives, huh? Oh, geez. I don't think it was expensive anyways, but maybe we can sell it. Maybe somebody else can benefit from our mistake. That's what I was asking him when he's ordering online. Hun, are you sure that's the right one, you know? Sometimes we'll be out on a locate and it's like, we can't find this address. I'm like, are we on the right road? Oh, dang it, we're not. Because, you know, we find our locates by being by address. So it's kind of like, dang it, we're not on the right road. So I'm not sure what to do about, I need to put just a little shadow there, about the circle. Do I want to like make the circle bigger? I don't know. Let's draw the eye. That eye is so cool. Let me put in a little bit of shading. Okay. Oh, that looks cool. I'm going to do it, I think, with my marker. As soon as I remember where I put my marker. Here it is. And it just looks like a circle, a black outline circle here. And then a little circle in the center. And then yellow. That's what it looks like to me anyways. But like a lighter yellow. Let's see what we have. Let's do this one maybe. Oh, that's cool. What do you think? Isn't that cool? So I might call him done, you know, instead of overworking it and doing too much. Let me add a little bit more shading here. Just because, you know, there is shading on his face. Kind of over here like that. And a little bit here. Oh, I love him. I think he looks cool. Isn't that cool? I love that. And then if you wanted, I mean, I could do like green. You guys are going to be like, don't ever do another video because you're talking way too long. Just kind of lightly shaded in. This one was in a tree. Or, no, he was on a trunk of a tree. That looks kind of cool. I kind of like that look, how it kind of blends him in. These are not watercolor pencils, but I think I will come back and do like a black extension of the circle. I think that would look really cool. Just something like that. Okay, so let me finish the bunny and see if we're about done with everything. Oh, and I do want to kind of, is what I was thinking with the pen, just kind of going through and doing some shading on this wall. Sorry, I don't know how long I've kept you guys. I'm not necessarily, you know, aiming for something on every single one of them. Because sometimes you don't see the shadow, you know, it's kind of like all the way around, I guess that's what I was trying to say. There we go. That's kind of neat looking. Okay. Let me see the bunny. Do I want a gray? Do I have a gray? I have a silver. Maybe I'll use my marker for his eyeball. His eyeball's about right here. that. And then you can just make out his nose. And I want to see his mouth right there. Isn't he cute? Oh my god, he's so cute. A little bit darker, like right there. I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of frame him out. Okay. Isn't that cute? Oh my god, that's so cute. I think I'm not really happy with this texture, so let's bring in some green. I know I don't have green yet, but I didn't use green. Figure out where I'm going to put this. Stay up there. And get maybe a smoother texture. I don't know, I'm just not happy with that. So I'm going to use this blue. Maybe I'll mix it with a little bit of the green. Just to kind of help me with this. There we go. I think I like that better. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, I like that. And then I definitely want to put a date on it. You could use like a, you know, you could just write a simple date in. I don't know what I'm going to do. I like that though much better than that one thing. And I was thinking about, you know, like maybe a black outline or gold would be really cool. I think I'm just going to do black. I don't have gold out here. I'd have to go back in the house and find it, and yeah, too much trouble. That's where all those chairs are back in the back bedroom. And yeah, I don't want to deal with that. But wouldn't that be cool if it was outlined in like a metallic gold? See if I can do this with a steady enough hand. It's really wet. And down here, I don't know necessarily that I had really good gesso all the way to this edge. That's fine. I thought that would look kind of cool. What do you think? Oh my gosh, I love it. That'll be fun. And then I should just put a date on it. Maybe I'll write something up here later. And then I was thinking the date could go here. Let me just write it simply in maybe just black. I want it to be quite a bit thicker though. It's more like ink. And yesterday was the 14th. What do you think? Should I put 2023? Let's do it like in really tiny letters, just in case I don't get it in my journal. I can remember where it goes. What do you think? Okay, I love it. That was so fun. Go ahead and darken the eye up just a little with that black paint. Oh, what do you guys think? Okay, I love it. How fun. I hope you guys start digging into watercolor and stuff. It really is fun to do something different, kind of get out of your own head, like I really needed today. And you could keep going forever, couldn't you? That's one thing. When he's sitting there, he's like, okay, Annie, you said you were going to stop a long time ago. But then you see something else, you know, that you could do, and kind of keep on playing with it. So I am going to kind of keep on playing with this for a minute until that all dries up. And I'm going to call this good. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And what a fun day we had, minus the car issues. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next video. See you soon. Bye.